Alright, how's everybody doing this evening? Back again with another video for everyone. And tonight, what I have for everyone is my full review of the Mpow M9 Bluetooth earbuds. Alright, so I've been using these bad boys for a good amount of time, and I feel like I've gathered all my thoughts and opinions on them, and that's what I'm going to share with everyone this evening in this full review. So hopefully by the end of this video, everyone knows if these earbuds are worth picking up. Alright, so without further ado, let's jump into the video. Now starting off, the first thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall build quality and design of the earbuds. Alright, now in terms of the overall build quality and design, I have to say Mpow has done a great job on this one, at least when we talk about the overall build quality. Now this primarily is built out of your combination of texturized and plastic materials, but those materials of choice lend these earbuds to having a very lightweight and comfortable design, really good for extended listening sessions, and that also means that these earbuds are extremely durable as well. So overall, in terms of the build quality, I have to say it's really good in my opinion. Alright, really good stuff indeed there. Now, jumping over to the overall design, I have to say again, Mpow did a great job. I really do like this design, with the only downside to the design being that these bad boys have touch controls. I would have really liked to have seen integrated clicky physical buttons on these earbuds, but it is what it is. Overall, I have to say the design on this is really good as well. Really good stuff indeed. Alright, now let's keep it moving. Up next now, let's talk about and go a little bit more in depth into the core features of these earbuds. Now, core feature number one, and one of my absolute favorites, is that these earbuds incorporate Bluetooth 5.0 technology on board, which means that you can truly live that hashtag wireless lifestyle, and in particular, it has a standard range of 10 meters or 33 feet. And I gotta tell y'all, the Bluetooth on these earbuds has been top notch. So really good stuff there. And that's one of my absolute favorite core features. Core feature number two, these bad boys support one of the highest water resistance ratings that I've seen in earbuds, with the IPX8 waterproofing and sweat resistance rating, meaning that these bad boys should easily be able to stand up to the most sweatiest of workouts, and or if you get caught in the occasional storm or rain, or if you want to take these in the shower with you, these bad boys should hold up no problem thanks to that IPX8 waterproofing and sweat resistance rating. Even though I would not recommend that y'all take these in the shower, technically you can do that and you shouldn't have any issues, but I wouldn't recommend it. But that is overall a really nice feature to have with that waterproofing and sweat resistance rating, right? So core feature number two is also good stuff in my opinion. All right. Core feature number three, and this is actually one of the reasons why I decided to pick up these earbuds. These earbuds incorporate 4 microphones in combination. So what does that mean? We have 2 microphones on each earbud, all right? And I do apologize for the lighting this evening, but we have 1 microphone right there, okay? And we have 1 microphone right down there, okay? And what we have here is 1 microphone for voice and 1 microphone for noise reduction, and that's 2 microphones on each earbud. And spoiler, the microphone performance on these earbuds is top notch yet again. So really good stuff there, okay? And overall, it is a really nice core feature in my opinion, and again, one of the main reasons why I decided to pick these earbuds up. Alright, so that's core feature number 3. Core feature number 4, these bad boys do incorporate some really good bass drivers on board, and I gotta tell y'all, the overall bass that these earbuds can produce is really good. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later on. These bad boys, when we talk about the case, they do incorporate USB Type-C, so that is really good to see. We need to USB Type-C all the things, okay? So really good stuff there, and that is a really nice core feature that all earbuds need to have. And moving on down the line, one of my last and favorite core features on these is that these bad boys give you the ability to use them in true independent mode, so one earbud at a time, or true stereo mode with no master or slave configuration. So that truly means that you have the versatility to use these earbuds however you would like. And overall, that's one of my favorite core features when we talk about Bluetooth accessories. My bad, everyone. You know I can't talk. But that pretty much does it for the overall core features on these. All right, let's keep it moving now. Up next, the next thing I want to talk about with everyone is I want to dive a little bit deeper into the overall sound quality, the volume, and the bass on these. And overall, as I alluded to earlier, when we talk about the bass, because we could start there because that's one of my favorite things, the overall bass on these earbuds is really good. It's really punchy, it's really deep, and it does add a nice little element of depth to whatever music or movies that I was listening to. So the overall bass on these is really good indeed. Okay? Now, talking about the overall sound quality, that is really good as well. No issues with the overall sound quality. It was very crisp and clear throughout. So whether I was listening to things at lower volumes, there was no distortion, or whether I was listening to things at higher volumes, there was no crackling or distortion as well. So whether you listen to your things on the lower end of the volume spectrum or the higher end, you should have no issues with these in terms of the overall sound quality. Alright, so really good stuff there as well. And last but certainly not least, talking about the volume on these is really good. It easily gets loud enough to drown out my surroundings so I can fully immerse myself in whatever it is that I'm trying to do with the earbuds. So overall, when we talk about these three categories, the sound quality, the volume, and the bass, these earbuds are really good in my opinion. Alright, good stuff indeed. Now let's keep it moving. Up next, let's dive a little bit deeper into the overall microphone performance, or i.e. the mic quality. And as I alluded to earlier, the microphone performance on these earbuds is top notch in my opinion, and I literally tested the microphones on these earbuds doing everything that I could think of. So I took a bunch of phone calls, I took a bunch of video calls, I dictated a ton of text messages, I dictated a ton of emails, and I took a bunch of video calls as well. And these microphones did a great job. And in particular, when we talk about phone call performance, callers said I sounded very crisp and clear with no distortion or any issues of any kind. So that to me is ultimate high praise when we talk about overall microphone performance. And I gotta say again, the microphone performance on these earbuds is top notch. So Mpow, you guys are definitely doing it right when you talk about microphones on earbuds. Good stuff indeed. Okay, these are actually turning out to be a really good pair of earbuds. Let's keep it moving now. Now let's dive into the overall pairing steps and the Bluetooth earbud button controls of these earbuds. Alright, and y'all bear with me because some struggles may ensue. Alright, that being said, I do want to give my usual disclaimer. These pairing steps will work with any Bluetooth compatible device. So whether it be Android, whether it be iOS, or whether it be Windows or Linux, as long as your device has Bluetooth connectivity or capabilities on board, these steps will work. It just may look a little bit different depending on the OS and or platform that you're trying to connect these earbuds up to. So Android is going to look different from Windows, which is going to look different from iOS, which is going to look different from Linux. Okay? So I just wanted to throw that bad boy out there. Alright? Now, the first thing you need to do before we even prep our device is you need to decide whether you want to use these bad boys in independent mode, so one earbud at a time, or you want to use them in stereo mode. Alright? The next thing you need to decide is whether or not you want to use the touch controls to power them on and put them into pairing mode, or you want to use the case. Now for this video, I actually found that it's going to be easier to use the case to put them into pairing mode. So the first thing we want to do is just pick up the case. We're going to drop the earbuds in, and let them sit for a minute. So we're going to pick up the right, and it is fully magnetized here. So you pick up the right, drop the right in, it drops right into place. And then we're going to pick up the left, drop the left in, and you'll see right when it drops in and it gets a nice good connection, you're going to see red LEDs indicating that the earbuds are charging. Now when the earbuds are fully charged, these LEDs will go off. And right when you drop the earbuds in the case, you will see the status LEDs for the case light up. And once it establishes a good connection, those LEDs will go off. All right. So with the earbuds in the case, we just want to close this up. And we want to let this sit for a second, and let's go prep our device. Now in this video this evening, we are using the Pixel XL first generation. So the first thing we want to do is light up our display. Okay. Then we want to swipe down on our notification shade, swipe down again to get to our quick toggles. And then in the quick toggles, we just want to tap on the Bluetooth quick toggle one time to turn it on, give it a second to turn on. Then we want to press and hold on it to take us into the Bluetooth subsettings. Then from the Bluetooth subsettings here, we just want to tap on pair a new device. This will put our device into pairing mode and make it so it scans for nearby Bluetooth devices. So now your device is ready to go. All right. Now back with the earbuds, all we have to do now is take the earbuds out of the case. Now, it doesn't really matter which earbud you take out of the case first. So you just want to take any one out. They're going to power on. They're going to connect up to each other. They'll flash blue once, as you can see there. And then they'll both go into pairing mode. Alright? And once they go into pairing mode, you can see right here, they'll both begin to flash red and blue right there, indicating that they are in pairing mode. Now, back on your device, all you have to do here is wait for the model number to pop up, as you see right there. So it says Mpow M9. Just going to tap on that. It's going to start the pairing process, and it should sync right up. Okay? And then inside the Bluetooth settings, you can see your active Bluetooth connected device and the battery percentage. And if we swipe down and bring up our quick toggles again, you can see the device that's connected and its battery percentage in the quick toggles area. So that's really, really good. All right. So good stuff there. Now your device is all connected up and ready to go. So good stuff indeed. And it really doesn't matter. Let me pull up some music here and show you guys. So we're going to let this music play. It really doesn't matter if you start out in stereo mode. So y'all can see the music is playing. Let's say I start out in stereo mode and then I want to go for a little road walk or road run. And I only want to use one earbud. Well, it's real easy and real seamless. I just decide whichever earbud I don't want to use. So for this instance, we're going to drop the left earbud back in the case. Okay, it automatically powers off, and whichever earbud you decided to keep using, that one will stay connected, and you can see the music is still playing. So you can really easily and seamlessly switch between independent mode and stereo mode. So let's say I went for my run, I come back now and I want to switch back to stereo mode. Well, all I gotta do is take the earbuds out the case. Okay, it's gonna flash blue for a second. It's going to reconnect, and now they're back in stereo mode. And you can see just how seamless that was. Music didn't pause or anything. So it's, again, super easy and super convenient to switch between true independent mode and true stereo mode. And this really doesn't matter which earbuds I'm using. So you saw me demo it with the left. All right, let's do the same thing with the right. So here, pick the right earbud up, drop it in. It powers off, and you can see the music is still playing. Boom. Now I want to take it back out. Take it out. It's going to flash blue. It's going to reconnect. And we're back in stereo mode, and you can see the music didn't even pause playing. So whether you want to use the right or the left in stereo or independent mode, you should have no issues. All right. So now let me rewind the track here. Okay, oops, my bad. Let's rewind the track. And now let's get into talking about the Bluetooth earbud button controls And I'm very happy to report we got a full feature pack set of button controls when we talk about these pair of Bluetooth earbuds. So, let's say you want to pause or play the music. That's just a single tap on the touch sensitive area on either earbud. So you can see, let me demo for y'all. You can see the music is playing. One tap on the right. Music pauses. You saw it right there. Tap it again. Music starts playing. Just that easy. And the same thing goes for the left. So one tap. Pause. One tap again. And it starts playing. So you got one tap, play, and pause on either the right or the left earbud. Now, let's say you want to go to the next or the previous track. Well, if you want to go to the next track, that's just a double tap on the right earbud to go to the next track, or a double tap on the left earbud to restart the track or go to the previous track. So let's demo it here. Let's start with next track. So double tapping on the right earbud. 1, 2. Takes us to the next track, as you can see right there. Let's do it again. Takes us to the next track. And one more time so y'all can see just how easy it is. Takes us to the next track. See? Don't even have to think about it. Now, you do the same thing for a previous track as well. Or if you want to restart a track that you're listening to. So let's do this. Let's restart the track. Okay, track restarted. And take it to the previous track. You can see just that easy. Let's do this again. Let it play for a little bit. Restart. Go to the previous track. One more time so y'all can see how easy it is. So let it play for a little bit. Double tap. Restart. Go to the previous track. So it's just that easy. Now, let's say you want to control the volume from the earbuds. Well, that's real easy too. You just press and hold on the right earbud for 1 second for volume up, or you press and hold on the left earbud for 1 second for volume down. So let's show you this as well. So picking up the right earbud here, pressing and holding, and you can see the volume going up. Okay, and you do get a boom boom when it hits max volume. So you can see, press and hold on the right, 1 second, volume goes up. Okay. And let's do the same thing on the left. So press and hold. And you can see volume going down. Just that easy. Right? And last, but certainly not least, you do have voice assistant activation controls from the earbuds. Now this one is a little bit tricky in my opinion, but all you have to do if you want to activate your voice assistant is you triple tap either the right or the left earbud. You're going to get a beep, and then you're going to be prompted, and you can say your command, and then you could just dictate whatever you want to dictate to your device. So we could triple tap on the right, or we could triple tap on the left, and this feature works with or without music playing. So I'm going to do my best to demo it for everyone now. So here we go, triple tapping. Didn't catch it. Okay, that was a double tap. What's the weather like in Palm Bay this evening? Okay, so you can see you get nice audible prompts for whatever voice command you want to initiate, and it does go back to playing the music right after it gives you the info that you asked for. So you can see the music is still playing right after it prompted you with what you asked for. So you can see it works with the music playing. Now let's try and demo it without the music playing and see what happens. Okay, whoops. So let's pause this and let's try it again. What's the weather like in Palm Bay this evening? Okay. So there you guys and gals have it. So with or without music playing, You can activate your voice assistant on your iOS, your Android, or your Windows devices. You know, it's completely up to you. And y'all can see just how easy it is. Now, it does take some getting used to, but once you get the hang of it, it will work no problem. Okay, so that goes over your Bluetooth earbud button controls. And you do have phone call controls as well, which is very similar. So you got one tap for answering and phone calls, and you have a long press for 1 second on either earbud to reject an incoming phone call. That's all we got for in terms of phone call controls. And in my opinion, that's pretty much all you need. Alright? So that pretty much goes over the pairing steps and the Bluetooth earbud button controls. Alright? Really easy stuff in my opinion here. Okay? And now we could disconnect everything because we want to save some juice. And you can see once you disconnect, it does flash. It goes back into pairing mode, and if you wait for about 5 to 10 seconds, it will automatically power itself off. So you can see the earbuds have went back into pairing mode, or you can press and hold on either earbud for 3 to 5 seconds, and it will automatically power them off. Okay, so really good stuff there. All right, so that covers that. Let's keep it moving now. And we could take this device out of here. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave that in the frame. Alright. So, up next, the next thing I want to talk about with everyone is now I want to go over my experiences with the overall Bluetooth strength and the Bluetooth range. Now, once again, in terms of the Bluetooth, this bad boy is packing Bluetooth 5.0 technology on board. And it has your standard range of 10 meters or 33 feet. And I gotta tell y'all, the Bluetooth performance on these earbuds has been top notch. And I've actually found that in my testing, I'm actually getting a little bit better range than 10 meters or 33 feet. I would have to say I'm getting about 45 feet of range. And that's through some pretty dense materials. Now, in my home, where I'm recording my videos, which is my bedroom, I typically have 4 walls. And then about 15 feet away is the kitchen. And then about 5 feet away from the kitchen, we got the first bathroom. And about 5 feet away from that, we have the lanai. And then about 5 feet away from that, we got the pool area. And 5 feet away from that, we got one of the main driveways. And I can happily report that I could easily get all the way out to the lanai area if I could string my sentences together. My bad, everyone. Without having the Bluetooth disconnect. So that is roughly about 33 feet, almost 40 feet. Okay? So the overall Bluetooth range and strength on these earbuds is top notch in my opinion. Really good stuff there. Really good stuff indeed. Alright? So let's keep it moving now. Up next now, let's talk about the overall durability of the earbuds and the case. Now, happily, I can report that I have not dropped these earbuds in the time that I've had them, but I have dropped the case multiple times. And you can see, if I give y'all a nice tight close-up here, the case itself is still in pristine condition, even though I've dropped it a couple times since I've owned it, and it's still working, no problems. Alright? And the earbuds themselves, they are in still pristine condition because they have not been dropped at all. Let me knock on wood, because I would hate to drop them after I end this video. So, in terms of the durability for the earbuds, I can't really let y'all know about that. But in terms of the durability for the case, it has been pretty good. No issues. Now, I will update you guys in terms of the durability down below in the comments. And I will come out with the appropriate update videos. So I'll update y'all after a month, after 2 months. Let y'all know how these are holding up, because I do plan on holding on to these. Alright? So in terms of the durability, I think it's been, and I think it's going to continue to be pretty good. But I'll update y'all down below in the comments and with update videos. So let's move on now. Up next, the next thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall charge times and the overall battery life. Let's start off with the battery life first. And we got to run through the manufacturer estimates first. All right. So in regards to the manufacturer's estimates, when we talk about battery life, they quote that on a single charge, you would get up to 6 hours. And then you will get an additional 40 hours, including the charging case. And doing the math, and the way I came up with this calculation is you just take the additional hours from the charging case and you divide it by the hours on the single charge, and that's how you get the additional charges that the case should provide. So doing the math, that came out to the case providing an additional 6 to almost 7 hours. And in my testing, I actually got a little bit below that, but that again is an estimate based on the numbers that they gave me. All right, but talking about the battery life, that's what they quoted. So you should get 6 hours on the single charge and an additional 40 hours using the charging case. And with my math, that means that the charging case is good for 6 to 7 additional charges. All right, so if you do the math yourself, that means 6 charges times 6 hours on the single charge. That means you're looking at up to 36 hours, including the charging case, or 6 hours on the single charge times 7 additional charges. That means you're looking at up to 42 hours, including the charging case. All right, that's just using the manufacturer's estimates in terms of their battery life that they are estimating. All right, so putting that aside and talking about my actual results, in terms of the overall battery life, I was averaging between 5 and 7 hours on a single charge. And in terms of the charging case, I was getting roughly about 4 additional charges. All right, so doing the math there, 5 hours times 4 additional charges, that's going to come up to 20 hours, including the charging case, or 7 hours times 4 additional charges, that's going to come up to 28 hours, including the charging case. So roughly with my results, I was averaging between 5 and 7 hours on a single charge and 20 to 28 hours, including the charging case. And that was in stereo mode. Now for independent mode, you would just take those numbers and double them and then multiply them by the additional charges. All right, so 5 hours turns to 10. Then you multiply 10 by the 4 additional charges, and that will give you 40 hours. Or 7 hours doubles to 14, and then you multiply that 14 by the 4 additional charges, right? And that will give you that will give you 14 with 56. I believe that's 56. Y'all check my math on that. All right, and that's in stereo mode. All right. Now for independent mode, we're getting 12 hours, right? I was getting roughly between 10 and 12 hours, 10 and 14 hours on a single charge, roughly, all right? And then if we do the math there, all right, that means that including the charging case, we're good for, what is that? Yeah, 14 fours of 56. And 10 fours of 40, yeah. So, including the charging case in independent mode, we're good for 40 to 56 hours, all right? I'm sorry if I messed that up a little bit. I'll have the stats up on screen so y'all know exactly how that breaks down, all right? But in terms of the overall battery life in stereo mode, I have to say it was okay to good. Now, it did meet and or exceed the manufacturer's estimate, but the number that I'm looking for in terms of battery life is 10 hours plus on a single charge, and that's whether it's in stereo mode or in independent mode. So it fell a little bit short in stereo mode, whereas it did meet and or exceed my what I would like to see in independent mode. So in independent mode, that's pretty good, but in stereo mode, it does need a little bit of improvement there when we talk about the overall battery life. All right. And one thing I want to reiterate is that this everyone, is just my particular results with my usage style, which is heavy usage, all right? And your guys and gals results may vary, okay? Because we don't all use our devices the same way, and we don't all charge our devices the same way. And on that note, before we talk about the charging, I just want to say your results may vary on that one dramatically, because if you use the included cable and a stock brick, you're going to get some drastically different results. Now, me myself, when I charge any of my devices, I'm using a fast charger of some sort. So that's whether it be quick charge 3, quick charge 4, direct power delivery, turbo power charge. I'm using a quick charger of some sort whenever I plug anything in. So your guys and gals results will vary depending on the charger and the brick that you use when we talk about the overall charge times, which is what we're going to get into right now. Now, talking about the manufacturer's estimates first, that they estimated that whether you're using the buds or the charging case, it's going to charge up in about 2 hours. Now, based on my actual results, I found that the earbuds themselves charge up in about an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes, depending on how low the battery is when you drop them into the charging case. Now, for reference, when the battery on the earbuds is low, you will get a flashing red LED along with 2 to 3 audible prompts letting you know that the battery is low. Now, you'll get like a beep beep. It'll be like a minute, 30 seconds to a minute. Then you get another beep beep. Wait another 30 seconds to a minute, and then you get another beep beep, and then it will say powered off. All right? Now, if you drop these bad boys in the charging case in between any of those low battery warnings, then it's going to charge up in about an hour and a half. Now, if you let these earbuds drain to completely dead, then it's going to charge up in roughly about an hour and 45 minutes. Okay? That's talking about the charge times for the buds. So that's really good in my overall opinion. Now, talking about the charge times for the charging case, and again, I'm really happy to see USB Type-C on here. Really good stuff in my opinion. USB Type-C, all the things. But talking about the charge times for the charging case, now they estimated 2 hours to get to a full charge. And I can tell y'all that if you catch the charging case with one LED remaining and you plug it in, it will charge up in just about 2 hours. Now, if you let the charging case drain to completely dead, then it's going to charge up in about 2.5 hours, okay? So it all depends on where you charge this bad boy up at, all right? So that pretty much does it for the overall charge times as well as the overall battery life, okay? Let's keep it moving now. Up next now, I want to briefly summarize the positives and the negatives of these earbuds. Then we're going to wrap this video up. We're going to talk about the pricing, and I'm going to give y'all my overall final thoughts and a recommendation or two. All right? So let's jump into these positives real quickly here. And pretty much it's going to be a summarization of all the good things that I've talked about throughout this review. So if you watch no other category of this review, please make sure you check out the positives and negatives category. I might link that one specifically down below in the comments. All right, but jumping into the positives, as I said, the overall build quality and design on these is really good. Overall, I feel like it has a really solid core feature set on board. It can produce some really good sound quality, really good volume, and it has some really good overall bass. It has top-notch microphone performance, top-notch Bluetooth range and strength, and some really good durability. And when we talk about the overall battery life in independent mode, it is really, really good. And also the charge times for the buds themselves is really good as well. And you're getting this at a really great price. Price is something we're going to talk about in a little bit here. But that pretty much summarizes all the positives in my opinion. All right, so let's jump ahead and talk about the negatives now. Okay, so talking about the negatives of these earbuds, pretty much it comes down to one major negative and then 3 or 4 minor gripes, depending on how you look at it. And keep in mind, y'all, this is all based on my overall opinion. So what I may consider a negative, y'all may not consider a negative. All right? And, I can more than happily feel free to disagree. All right? But that being said, let's talk about these negatives here. So the major negative that I don't like about these is the touch controls. I'm not really a fan of built-in touch controls. I'm more a fan of clicky tactile buttons, and I really feel like that would have put these over the top, in my opinion, if they had some nice clicky tactile buttons. Because this is a similar design to one of my favorite earbuds of all time, the Baltune First Generations, and those Baltune First Generations have clicky tactile buttons. So I would have really liked to have seen clicky tactile buttons on these instead of the touch controls. So that's negative number 1. Okay. Negative number 2 is I'm not a fan of the status LED light indicators. You guys and gals know I've been talking about it for a while now. I would have really liked to have seen a LED percentage readout on the charging case. That takes all of the guesswork out of it, in my opinion. So that's negative number 2 right there. Okay. Negative number 3, and this is probably one of my most usual gripes, is that the charging case doesn't have built-in wireless charging. If the charging case had built-in wireless charging, that would make this a truly wireless experience, because not only are the earbuds themselves truly wireless, but if you ever needed to charge the case, if it had built-in wireless charging, you could just drop this on the Qi wireless charging pad and be good to go. But because it doesn't have built-in wireless charging, you will have to fight with a cable eventually when you need to charge up the charging case. Okay? But overall, I feel like that about does it for the negatives on these. So once again, let me recap. Okay? Not a fan of the touch controls. Okay? Also, not a fan of the status LED indicators. Would have liked to have seen a percentage readout display. And also, I would have liked to have seen wireless charging built into the charging case. Alright? Now, some of y'all may say, man, for the price, you asking for a little too much. But for the same price or even cheaper than these, you can get truly wireless earbuds that have everything that I talked about. So a percentage readout display, okay? Physical tactile button controls, and built-in wireless charging. Okay? So, am I really asking for too much? I don't think so. If we don't ask for these things, we won't ever get any innovation. So we have to keep pushing the envelope and keep asking for things, so these companies are forced to innovate and improve, so we as end consumers get better products. Alright? But that pretty much summarizes the positives and the negatives on these. And as I always do, I have the full list of positives and negatives thrown up in post. So y'all feel free to pause the video wherever you see either list that you're interested in and check that out. And as I always say, I am not perfect and I don't claim to be. So if you guys and gals pick up these earbuds and you spot a positive and or a negative that I did not mention, my bad, please feel free to leave that down below in the comments area, because it's only through our feedback can these products get better. Alright? So leave your feedback down below if you decided to pick these bad boys up. But overall, in my opinion, I feel as though the positives greatly outweigh the negatives. Alright? So really good stuff there. And now we've reached the final part of this video. So now we're going to talk about the pricing and the availability, and I'm going to get into my final thoughts and an overall recommendation. So let's go. Now, starting off talking about the pricing, I was actually able to pick these up from Amazon. And first things first, I want to send a big shout out to everybody, to all my viewers, my followers, all my subscribers, everybody that provides feedback, everybody that's been using those affiliate links, because I just take that money that I get from those affiliate links and put it back into the channel via gift cards or whatever I have to do. Alright? And thanks to those affiliate links, I was actually able to pick these earbuds up right here for $19.05. Alright? Now, full retail, when I picked up these earbuds, they were $38.99. Alright? As of the recording of this video, let's see what the pricing is. So as of the recording of this video, they are still $38.99, but they do have a 20% off coupon that will drop the price down even lower than that. And regularly, since I've had these, I've seen them go on sale for as low as $26 and change and as high as 40 bucks. So these regularly go on sale, and you definitely want to make sure you continue to check the links in the video description and jump on these when you see them at the absolute best price. But that being said, for that price of $19.05, I couldn't really say no to these. And even at the full retail price, which was, again, as high as I've seen it, was 40 bucks. Can I recommend that y'all pick these up? I would have to say yes. If you guys or gals are in the market for some really good overall earbuds with some really good overall microphone performance and all of the good things that I've talked about throughout this review, I can easily recommend that y'all pick these up. Alright? So that pretty much does it for this one, everybody. And as always, if y'all enjoyed the video and or you found it helpful in any shape, form, or fashion, please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. If you would like to see more content like this, please feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. And make sure you click off the notification bell icon right next to it so you get notified when I publish new videos. Okay? That being said, if this video piqued your interest, all the links to everything that I talked about and where y'all can pick these bad boys up at some really great prices will be available down below in the video description. So as always, down below in the video description will be like a one-stop shop for everybody, and you should be good to go. This whole video here this evening has been recorded using the rear-facing primary 12 megapixel camera on the Samsung Galaxy S7 Active in 720p resolution at 30 frames per second. And recording all the audio this evening, we are using the Bodega mini shotgun style microphone. So please let me know what you think of the overall video quality as well as what you think of the overall audio quality down below in the comments. All feedback is greatly appreciated. I hope everyone is having a great evening. I hope everyone is staying safe out there, and I will catch y'all in my next video. We are out of here. Peace, everyone.